Hello guys, welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links action, and then on today's episode, I have a new, basically pay-to-win deck for you guys. So, let's hop into the deck breakdown real quick. So as you can see, we use two different structured decks, 5 UR cards, and 3 SR cards, not from those boxes. So, it is pretty pay to win. It is pretty expensive. But, if you already have these decks, or these cards, it's pretty good. And honestly, you can take those out. The deck works just the same. You can put in anything that you want. It doesn't have to be drowning. But, yeah. Let's talk about this real quick, and why it works, and what it does. So obviously, the basic engine is Ancient Gears, right? Focusing on getting out your Reactor Dragon to negate their effects when you swing in, and to pop cards on the field and stuff like that. Pretty useful, pretty freaking good, right? I run 2 Ancient Gear Reactor Dragons and 2 Ancient Gear Wyverns. You need 2 Reactor Dragons at least, otherwise it just doesn't work. Popping your Gear Town gives you another Wyvern, which is not useful. Not useful enough, right? So that's why I run the 2 Wyverns rather than just 1 Reactor Dragon. But the other part of this is Blast Spider and Desperado Barrel Dragon. Desperado Barrel Dragon is probably one of the strongest monsters in the game, right? During battle phase, activate this effect, quick effect, toss coins, destroy face-up monsters on the field up to the number of heads. Pretty freaking good. Really freaking good. Right? So you pop face-up monsters on the field during the battle phase. Absolutely insane. Can be used as a quick effect, which means it can be used in response to something else being activated, which means it is chainable, right? So keep that in mind as well. And then you have Blast Spider as well, which basically you play it, you pop itself, and you pop another face-up card on the field. And then you can summon your Desperado, right? Using its effect. If a face-up Dark Machine type monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, right? This guy's dark. There you go. That's how you pop him onto the field, right? All of these are machine type monsters. Why is that important? Well, let's talk about the most important and most interesting card within this new deck, right? Super Team Buddy Force Unite. It's Ojamas. We don't like Ojamas, so we threw them to the side and we said, we're going to use machines for this instead. What does it do? Target 1 face-up monster on the field. Special summon 1 monster from your hand or graveyard with the same original type as that monster, but with a different original name. If this card is in its owner's spell or trap card zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can set 1 Super Team Buddy Force Unite directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. So, first and foremost, it has a floating effect. If it gets destroyed while it's set, guess what? Bring it back. Put another one down, right? That's why we're running 3. But the other reason why we're running 3 is because target a face-up monster on the field, special summon a monster from the hand to graveyard with the same original type as that monster. All of these are machines, meaning you play a Wyvern and you got a Reactor Dragon in your hand, guess what? Flip this bad boy up, boom, summoned. Plus, one thing that I did that was really useful is, and you'll see this in the replay, I have a Wyvern on the field, the enemy does their turn, the Wyvern's still on the field, I activate Super Team Buddy Force Unite, I summon the Reactor Dragon that I grabbed with my Wyvern on their turn after they have set their cards, right? That allows me to get Reactor Dragon out without being floodgated, right? So now it's out on the field in face-up attack position without having to be flipped face down, right? Absolutely extremely useful. I got floodgated a lot, but ultimately this did help. What else can this do? If you have a Wyvern, you can activate this, get your Desperado Barrel Dragon out. Or you can use Blast Spider to get Reactor Dragon out, right? It's super useful. And you'll see that in the replay, that, at least in one of the replays, that this does come in handy, right? Then a lot of the other stuff is very standard. Ancient gears, right? Getting your gears out. Gear Town. Galaxy Cyclone. We're running one Ancient Gear Fortress because we just don't have space for more. I definitely prefer two, but you can only run one sometimes. So there you go. We're only running two of the boss monsters and two of the side cards because we just didn't have room for all of the others, right? Plus, I only have two of this deck anyway, so it's not like I would have been able to even increase it. However, if you so chose, you could run triple Wyvern, triple Blast Spider, or I would highly suggest going triple Blast Spider, triple Desperado if you want to take out these tech cards, right? Making the deck a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to obtain because you just have to spend the extra money to get the extra deck, right? So overall, it is a very, very pay-to-win strategy, but it did work very well. If I show you the record that we had, let's go into this. We lost like 2 games. I think I started here, I want to say. I don't know. Maybe I lost 3 games within the 10. But still, 7 and 10, 7 out of 10, pretty freaking good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love Ancient Gears. They're back, and better than ever, using Super Team Buddy Force and the Desperado Barrel Dragon engine. Super fun. Let's hop into some replays real quick. Alright, here we go up against a Yami Yugi, meaning we're most likely going to be playing up against a meta deck, something like Invoker or something like that, seeing as how Yami Yugi is probably the most common when it comes to that. Heat sets, here we go. Let's hop into this. We grab up ourselves an Ancient Gear Wyvern, and we decided to play that, and then we set our Gear Town first, right? Grab up our Ancient Gear Fortress, we activate that, we activate our Galaxy Cyclone, pop the card, Gear Town, summon our Reactor Dragon, Reactor Dragon come forth, swing in, oh, Clock Resonator, that's fine, pop the back row card, it's a Floodgate, or not a Floodgate, a Drowning Mirror Force, swing in, pop the card, Sai Reflector, he grabs up his Assault Beast, here we go, Assault Beast, Assault Mode activate. So here, I want to explain to you what could happen. So, what I think is going to happen is he's going to grab up his Red Dragon Archfiend. He's going to swing into our Wyvern with a set Assault Mode activate. And then when I try to swing in for my... sorry, prior to me swinging in, he's going to activate his Assault Mode activate and grab up his Assault Mode Red Dragon Archfiend, right? Making it nigh impossible for me to grab our Ancient Gear, or to swing over with our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. But we do have a Blast Spider within the hand, so we can pop the card, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to use Blast Spider to pop that card, right? Here we go. He doesn't. He summons a level 9 Vermilion Dragon Mech. This is another good option. Banishes, pops our card, swings in, 700 damage. We activate Blast Spider, pop the 2 cards. He grabs up his Clock Resonator once again. That's fine. We activate Galaxy Cyclone to pop our Ancient Gear Fortress. Activate, come forth, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. We swing in. Destiny draw. He draws himself his Sai Reflector. Sai Reflector, grab up Assault Mode, activate. Right? Reveal the Assault Mode, activate. Grab up himself his Assault Beast, and he made it a level 9. Whoops. Obviously, he was supposed to make it a level 8 there, but I did find that kind of funny messed up. So I kind of wanted to tell you guys, hey, be careful when you're using your Psi Reflector. You boost up by the number of levels. So if you have a level 4, don't click level 4 if you want to get a level 8, right? So just be aware of that. Kind of play it slow. That's probably where you can mess up the most. So, but overall, this is a great deck. I did probably use the Blast Spider a little bit too soon. I should have just used the Reactor Dragon and swung in. That was absolutely my bad. I could have used the Galaxy Cyclone on the Ancient Gear Fortress to summon up the Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, and then just swung in, and that would have done basically the same thing, and it wouldn't have procced his Destiny draw. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are up against another Yami Yugi. I'm expecting another Destiny draw. Dark Lords are invoked or something like that, right? Also, real quick, just wanted to say I am recording this in the morning, so my voice is a little bit more tired, but I'm trying to make it exciting and stuff like that for you guys. But here we go. We do have a pretty good opening hand. We started with a Desperado Barrel Dragon as well as a Blast Spider within the hand. So we set the Blast Spider and we end right there. He summons a midfielder and then swings in with a rival rebounder. Not big enough to get over Blast Spider, but that's okay. Blast Spider, sorry, hold on. We activate Ancient Gear Fortress, or Ancient Gear Castle. We grab up ourselves the Gear Town, Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. We pop with the Blast Spider, summon the the Desperado Barrel Dragon, pop Gear Town, grab up our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, and he surrenders. So, there you go. That's what makes it so powerful. Right, at least you have a strong defensive position monster with your Blast Spider. However, overall, I don't think that we needed that guy. But I'm pretty sure the UA, the Ultra Athlete archetype has some sort of effect when they destroy monsters. So it's a good thing that we didn't have that happen. But overall, there you go. It's pretty strong. Desperado Barrel Dragon didn't really do anything in that one, but just having it on the field to destroy monsters is incredibly intimidating as well. So, there you go. Let's hop into the next one. Alright, this time we are facing off against a My Valentine, and My Valentine basically means that we're facing up again, or we're facing Black Wings, right? Harpy's Hunting Ground, there you go. Black Wings, there it is. They go first. We activate Middle Age Mechs. Activate our Blast Spider. They negate with Forbidden Chalice. That's incredibly good for us. Or incredibly bad, I should say. But then, I found this hilarious. They swing in. We activate Desperado Barrel Dragon. And they just scoop. They're like, wait, what? And it's like, did you not realize that destroying that would summon a Desperado? The funny thing is, I drew into the Desperado. So I didn't even have it in my hand to begin with. To begin with, I was going to use Wyvern to grab up a Reactor Dragon, right? Which isn't exactly great. But hey, it happened. But there you go. Desperado Barrel Dragon on the destruction of a face-up monster, or Dark Machine type monster. You could summon this guy from the hand at any time. I don't know why he swung into that. I guess he was really hoping that I didn't have it, but I found that very funny, so I shared it. There you go. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, so welcome back. This one, we are facing off against a Mokuba Kaiba, and this one I actually did in... This wasn't in Legend, this was in the Duel Carnival event that's currently going on. But I really wanted to showcase this one because it was... I did happen to use Super Team Buddy Force really effectively here, and it really showcases how powerful this card is. So here we go. He searches up a Pandemic Dragon. So here we go. Middle-aged mechs, we grab up Gear Town, but instead I really want to get rid of this back row. I am scared of it. It could be a floodgate, and I really don't want to get floodgated. So what I do is I use Galaxy Cyclone on the back row. Fires of Doom pops, giving him 2 tokens. That's really sad for us. But we grab up Ancient Gear Wyvern, grab up our Reactor Dragon, we swing in, pop the card. He's got 2 cards to tribute off for his Pandemic Dragon, which he searched for last turn. So here we go. He can pay life point, or he just straight up destroys the card on the field. Once per turn, you can target a card on the field with attack less than or equal to this card's attack. Destroy it. So that's what he does, and then he swings in. But here we go. We activate Gear Town. We activate Galaxy Cyclone. We pop the card. We summon our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. Again, I'm scared of this back row. I don't know what it is, right? Activate. He floodgates me. Perfect. Activate Super Team Buddy Force, chain it to that, activate ourselves the Blast Spider. Blast Spider, get rid of the Pandemic Dragon. Pandemic Dragon doesn't activate its second effect, which is when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, all face-up monsters on the field lose 1,000 attack. That's why we summon the Blast Spider first. He has a Keeper of the Shrine within his hand, so he summons that. That's fine. We use our Castle to summon our second Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. We swing in, pop it. We can activate Super Team Buddy Force again within that same turn. I didn't decide to because I didn't feel it was necessary, right? But it's not once per turn. You can do it as many times as you want, right? If you have 3 of them, you can summon 3 different cards, right? Incredibly useful. We grab up another Gear Town. We activate Super Team Buddy Force. We grab ourselves the Ancient Gear Fortress, Ancient Gear Fortress, just because. Swing in with Reactor Dragon, swing in with Ancient Gear Wyvern. Boom. Done and dusted. Super nice. Alright, there we go. Let's hop into the next replay. Alright, we're up against another Yami Yugi. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Going first again, this time. And here we go. We got a pretty good hand. We did get a Super Team Buddy Force. We're going to set that. We're going to activate our Ancient Gear Wyvern, right? And then we're just going to hold all of these cards for a follow-up play, right? So we activate Ancient Gear Fortress. We activate Gear Town. Ancient Gear Castle, activate. Grab up our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, depressing. Then we pop a card on the field. It happened to be a Power of the Guardian. How interesting. He sets another card. That's fine. We rip into another Galaxy Cyclone. We're going to pop that card. He goes Massive Morph. Interesting. So now our guy can't attack directly, but we activate Gear Town, or we activate our Galaxy Cyclone in the grave, activate Gear Town. He enemy controllers. Guess what? He cannot target our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon due to Ancient Gear Fortress, right? Then we swing in for 3,000. Now, Super Team Buddy Force, we could have also used it in that duel right at the beginning had we decided Instead of normal summoning, we could have special summoned our Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. But either way, it would have been flipped face down due to the floodgate. So overall, it didn't really matter, but I could have kept the boosted attack from the Ancient Gear Castle had I decided to use Super Team Buddy Force, which was probably the better option. Overall. So, there you go. Didn't use it in this one, but you'll see it in the next one. 1 second. Alright, and here we are facing off against an Shizu Ishtar, which means it is sealed tombs. Like 90% of the time it's sealed tombs. The other like 10% is Fairy Smile. They set a card. Middle-aged mechs, we set our Super Team Buddy Force and our Drowning Mirror Force. We grab up Wyvern, swing in, no effect, do not activate Nobleman, activate Super Team Buddy Force. They set 2 cards, which immediately screams that there is a floodgate in there, which means I want to activate this immediately to grab up our Reactor Dragon from the hand so that it has a safe summon, right? We set a card, Ancient Gear Fortress, just to be there, right? Pop a card, swing in. That could have been very dangerous. That could have been a floodgate or a Drowning Mirror Force. It wasn't, so it's fine. We swing in, pop the extra card, swing in again, boom, done. Done and done. So, there you go. This deck is basically just efficient ancient gears. So let's hop back into the deck, and we'll talk a little bit more about the overall verdict of it. So overall, within those replays, you didn't see a lot of this thing, the Super Team Buddy Force. I did have a duel where this thing came in handy a lot, and I forgot to record it. But overall, Super Team Buddy Force and Desperado Barrel Dragon and Blast Spider are incredibly useful. Just being able to get another monster out other than your ancient gears is super useful, and it is pretty consistent, right? Normal ancient gears does tend to have a problem with it being with it summoning because of things like Floodgate, Paleozoic Canadia, stuff like that. Just like on summon or anything like that, right? If you don't have the Ancient Gear Fortress, you're kind of in trouble. Plus, a lot of the back row does tend to be kind of full with Ancient Gears, right? Because you got Ancient Gear Fortress, you got middle-aged mechs using the castle. You have, you know, Ancient Gear Reborn as the trap. And if you have all three of those, you have no other backline, right? So instead, we're kind of focusing more on summoning using our Super Team Buddy Force, which gets out of the back row, right? And then you do have your Drowning Mirror Force just there, ready, in case you have anything else. Or this could be really any tech card. Galaxy Cyclone would be useful on top of your... Cosmic Cyclone on top of your Galaxy Cyclone. Get rid of even more back row cards, right? Or you could activate, or you could use like Wall of Disruption. You could use literally any of these cards, right? Clash, right? Kiteroid, Treacherous, Enemy Controller. Any of these other back row cards that would be pretty good, or Hand Traps or anything like that. Yeah, they'd be real good. So there you go. Overall, I think that this is probably a little bit better than regular Ancient Gears. Ancient Gears does, as I've said, have a little bit of a problem with just like summoning, and using Super Team Buddy Force, it allows you to summon more often, and then you're just running Desperado and Blast Spider to give yourself more monsters and more options to go along with your Super Team Buddy Force, right? So now, instead of just using Wyvern to summon an Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, you can actually use, you know, a Desperado Barrel Dragon to summon an Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. And so that's kind of why you run these guys along with the Super Team Buddy Force. I would highly recommend, if you enjoy Ancient Gears, or if you enjoy Desperado Barrel Dragon, check out this deck. It's super nice. Super Team Buddy Force is in a mini box, which means it's pretty easy to get 3 of. So there you go. Highly recommend this deck. I would highly recommend checking it out. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you guys did indeed enjoy, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to see more content like this, just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.